This conference will now be recorded.
Yes. So we're discussing now truncate, guys, right? Truncate. So the syntax of truncate is truncate table name. So here I have taken truncate table. Our table name is students data. It's saying that three rows affected means these three rows are deleted, guys, right? Deleted. Now run the select query. Select query. It's saying that table empty set, guys. So what happened here? What happened here? Truncate means all data removed, right? See, truncate means to delete the only body and the head will be there. Head will be there. The same thing happened, right? The body is deleted, but still head is there. That's what saying that empty set. Now, in case of drop, if I run, it will delete both head and body. Head and body, guys. Head and body. Okay. Now, what do I do? I'll give the one or two records, guys. I'll insert one or two records in the table, in this table, and apply this drop operation, guys. This drop operation I apply. Just give one or two columns, one or two rows. So insert into what is table name, guys? Students, right? Students data, right? Values of just I'll take the suppose 110 110. Okay, Sai, last name is some T. Okay, email Sai at some gmail.com, right? Gmail.com, location Hyderabad. Then it is a full stack course. That's all. Enough, guys, right? Now run this query. Yes. So all of observe. So what do we have now? Head is there and body is there. All of right. We have both head and body now. See, once if you truncate, guys, once if you truncate, we can insert the values again, guys. All of right. Of truncating, we can insert the values again now. Why? Because the head is there. Because head is there. That's why you can insert the values after truncating also. Coming to drop table name, students data, drop table name, students data, guys, spelling mistake, students data, right? Okay, so all of the drop table name, it is not saying about a specific number of rows, guys, because it is not working on the row level, working on the entire table level. Now run the select query. It's saying that the table does not exist in the database. It's saying that students data table does not exist. Why? Here entire table is dropped, guys. The entire table is dropped from the okay database. So all of you are clear enough about truncate and drop. After truncating, we can again insert the data, but after dropping, we can't insert the data. Why? Because the entire table is deleted, right? It's not possible. All of you clear? All of you let me know. So after truncating, all data removed. So there's no, we can't get the data. After dropping also all data removed, the entire table removed. So there's no data to retrieve, right? All of you are doing both. What is common thing here? Data is deleting in both cases. Okay, right. So these are the some of commands, guys. These are the commands in sub languages. These are the commands, right? First one, DDL sub language, next DML sub language, and DRL are also called DQL, guys. Okay, DQL. In DDL sub language, what are the commands? Okay, I'll observe here. Create. Sorry. Create. Okay, next one. alter, right guys? Alter, next one, truncate, and drop, right? Drop, guys. Truncate and drop. In case of DML, okay, insert, update, and delete. Okay, delete. In case of DQL or DRL, we have only one thing, select, guys. Select. That's all. So all of you, hope you are clear about this all, right? This all commands. I hope guys you are clear, right? Let me know once all of you. Okay. That's fine. So next what we do, we'll go for a next command called, so next concept called constraints, guys. These are the sub languages, guys, right? Sub languages. Next go for constraints, guys. Constraints. Next you go for constraints, okay? Constraints. Right, constraints, guys. Yes. Sir, what is a constraint? And what are the different types of constraints? Simple, guys. Constraints nothing but keeping conditions, creating or applying conditions, rules on the columns, guys, on the columns. All of right, applying or imposing the rules on the columns. Thing but constraints, okay, constraints, guys. So what type of rules we apply, sir? What type of rules we will apply, sir? Yes. Suppose let's take now employee ID column is there. Okay. Next, employee name column is there. All of observe here. Employee ID, employee name column is there. Next one, suppose mobile number column is there. Next, email ID column is there. Just imagine, no, just imagine, guys. Okay, just imagine these columns. Next one, for example, location column is there. Location, guys, right? Next, salary column is there, like this. Okay, these are the different columns. Just imagine, guys, right? Imagine. Yes. Now, if you observe generally, always the employee IDs are unique, guys, right? Always the employee IDs are unique. We can't give the duplicate values for the employee IDs. We can't take the null values for employee IDs. Suppose I am taking here 101, then I take the Sai, the mobile number or something I take like this, right? Email ID sai@gmail.com, something like this. Location is a HUID and the salary is suppose, guys, right, 10,000, like this. Okay, coming to second row, for second person I can't take the same number 101. Allow, right? I can't take the same number 101. This is the one rule on employee ID. An employee ID, what is the first rule? We should not have the duplicate ID. Should not have the duplicate ID. That's the first rule, guys. First rule. Okay. Suppose here I'll take the Nani for example, some different number like this, Nani at gmail.com, right? Suppose Hyderabad and 20,000. All of right. What's condition on employee ID now? The employee ID should not have the duplicate columns. The employee ID should not have the duplicate values, guys. Duplicate values. All of right. Can observe here. Can observe now. Okay, here already 101 is there. Again taking the 101. 101 is there. Not one. That's one condition, guys. Okay, one condition. Next case, for example, for employee ID, I am giving the null value. I am giving null value. Is it possible, guys? General tell me now. The employee ID can be null or not? The employee ID can be null or not? The employee ID can be null or not? Null or not? Not null, guys. Here, null should not be there. Null should not be there. Okay, for name, give a null value, or for mobile number, for employee you can let update, guys. But for employee ID, you should not allow null values. Should not allow null values. All right. Now on employee ID, I said two rules. What is the first rule? What's first rule? No duplicates. Is the first rule, guys. Okay. Is that no duplicates? First rule. Second one is no null values. No null values. All right. These are the two rules. These are the two rules to apply on the employee ID guys. The employee ID. These are the two rules. Okay. Next one. An employee name. An employee name. What are the rules on employee name? For example, so Sai is a name, guys, right? A name. Nani is a name. Narayana is a name. Right? Sandeep is a name. Venkatesh is a name. All of right. Danteja is a name. Okay. So these are all the names, guys. That's fine now. Now, so what do I do here? Can I take null as a name, guys? Null value as a name. Can I take null? All of you. Is it possible? Is it possible, guys? The name should not allow null values because null is not a name. Null is not a value, guys. Null is not a value. So should not the name should not allow null values. All right. What's the rule here? No null values. No null values. No null values. So whatever the conditions you want, first of all, you can note down. You can note down all the conditions on a specific column. Suppose the previous case, an employee ID. I want to keep two conditions. Okay, that's fine. Next, an employee name. I want to keep one condition. What's the condition here? Should not allow null values. The name should not be a null value. Should be some specific value, guys. Specific value. Next, and one more thing. Tell me now. Suppose the first student name Sai. Can I take again Sai is possible, guys? Not possible. Can I take Sai two times? Can I take duplicate values in the name, guys? Can we take a duplicate values in name? Is it possible or not possible? All of you guys will reply. Yes, it's possible, right, guys? It is possible. Okay, so there's no condition in case of duplicate or unique values. Okay, fine, guys. Just coming to the mobile number, guys. Coming to the mobile. The mobile should not be null value, guys. The mobile number, the mobile field should not allow null values. Right? No null values, guys. No null values. The same time, can we have duplicate numbers, guys? Can we have duplicate numbers? All of you know. Can we have duplicate numbers or not? Duplicate mobile numbers, guys. Can we have duplicate mobile? Suppose in our class currently around 60 members are there. 60 members are there. You people are having unique mobile numbers, or any two members having the same mobile number, guys? Tell me now. All of you. My question is, in our class around 60 are there. You all people are having unique mobile numbers, or any two students are having the same mobile number, guys? Same mobile number. Yes. So means for mobile number, guys, for mobile number, no duplicate values. There should be a unique value. All of right means I take here no duplicates, no duplicate values, no duplicate values. All of right. Okay. Next, for email, see, I'll give an example, guys. This mobile. Suppose, right? See, this is right. Which number, guys? This is the our number, right? So I hope in the entire India, in the entire world, nobody has this number, guys, except me. In the entire world, nobody has this mobile number. Yes or no, guys? Right? Yes or no? I'm the only one person in the entire world, not only in Hyderabad, in our area, guys. In the entire world, I'm the only one person having this mobile number. That is my greatness. All of right? Nobody has this number in the entire world, right? Yes. So suppose in UK, you ask someone who is this mobile number, they say that this is a Python mobile number. Why? Because the entire world, I'm the only one person having this number. Right, guys. But in case of name Narayana, lot of people are there. Lot of people are there, right? Okay. Fine. Coming to email, guys. Coming to email, all of observe. In email also generally with no null values, guys. No null values. And also no duplicates, right, guys? No duplicates. Generally, no duplicates for emails also. In case of location, guys, in case of location, okay, location, right, guys? Location. Here also, I don't want to take null values, guys. I don't want to allow null values. At the same time, tell me now, can location has duplicates or not, guys? Tell me now. All of you, the location can be duplicate or not? Right. So here, the location can have the duplicate columns, duplicate values, right? So like this, all of you observe, like this, we can keep the conditions, guys. We can keep the conditions. Okay, and mobile number, the total numbers must be 10 digits only. All of right. The maximum how many digits are 10 digits only. Like that, we can keep the conditions. These all conditions are called constraints, guys. Constraints. All of right. What do you call it here? These all are the different conditions. To work with these conditions, we go with a concept called constraints in SQL, guys. All of right. Now, I hope guys you understand what is the need of constraints, guys. What is the need of constraints? All of are clear, right? So constraints means they are used to specify the rule that allows what values will be stored in the table. All of right. So they allows the data which enters into the table, guys. Okay, table. Now all of them I take here constraints are rules, or you can take here conditions, guys. You can take conditions, okay, which are used to apply on columns. Okay, why this one, guys? To control the data. You can say to control the data, to control the data in the columns, guys, right? To control the data in the columns, to control the data in the columns, guys, in the columns. Sir, what type of constraints are there, sir? What are the different types of constraints, sir? Yes, the first one is the not null, guys. Not null constraint. See, always I'm saying that no null values, right? So here no null values, no null values, okay, and no null values. Here also no null values. Means we use the not null. We use not null to apply condition, to apply no null values. Means if any column you don't want allow null values, then for that column you apply not null, guys. We apply not null. The next one is all of you observe, primary key is there. Primary key. The third one is a unique key is there. Unique key is there. The fourth one is a check 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 constraints, guys. Check constraint is there. Check constraint is there. Check constraint. Fifth one is default constraints, guys. Default constraint is there. Perfect, not null, primary, unique, check, default. The fifth one is, sorry, the sixth one, guys, auto, sorry, AUTO, auto generate, guys. Okay, auto generate constraint is there. Auto, sorry, not generate, increment. Okay, increment, guys. Auto increment. Auto increment is there. Auto increment is there. And foreign, guys, GN, foreign key constraint is there. Hello, right? So foreign key constraint, guys. Foreign key constraint is there. So these are the different constraints, in SQL, guys. Okay, SQL. So all of you can you see the names, guys. Can you see the names again? So not null, primary key, okay, unique key, check constraints, default constraint, auto increment, and the foreign key. So these are some of the constraints, guys. See, generally the same constraints we have in SQL Server, in Oracle, almost same, guys, except little bit differences, right? Little bit differences, but most of the same as it is, guys. Not null is there in MySQL, in SQL Server, in Oracle. Primary key is there in SQL Server, in MySQL, in Oracle. Unique key is there in SQL Server, in MySQL, in Oracle. Everywhere they are available, guys. They are available. Okay. Right. Now let us see how to work with each one, guys. Let us see now how to work with each one. First of all, let us see not null, guys. Let us see the not null. Right, not null. If you remember, guys, when you created students data, when you applied the DESC command, description space table name, it displayed all the columns names, the data types, the default null values, like that they display, right? If you want, I'll show you again. Observe, guys. Suppose create a table name something, students data. I'll take here just, guys, EID, which is integer, then E name, which is varchar of some 10, then salary, which is integer, guys, right? That's fine. Oh, sorry. create table. Table name is students data of EAD, which is integer, then ename, which is varchar, then sal, which is integer, right guys? Integer. Okay. Create table. Table name. Yes. Now all of observe description students. Okay, students data, right? Students data, guys. Yes. So can you see here, all of you? Can you see now? Columns names are there, and it's saying that by default, null. Yes, yes, yes. What does it mean, all of you? What does it mean? What does it mean? Means by default, every column, every column allows null values, guys, right? So by default, every column EAD allowing null value, yes. ename allowing null value, yes. Then shall allowing the null value, yes. All of right, you can see null, yes, 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 yes is there. Means by default, all columns allows null values. That's point you have to remember, guys. But I don't want to allow, suppose for EAD, or I don't want to allow for ename, or I don't want to allow for shall, guys, for shall. Then how to create that table? Now all of you observe. I'm taking the same one, guys. I'll take same one now. I'll take just guys null, or else I take the table name not null something, guys, not null data or not null table, like this, some name. Okay. So for integer, I don't want null values. Take the not null. Specify the not null. All of right. I am giving not null. I am giving not null here. I am giving not null. Okay, not null, guys. Right, not null. For name also, I don't want null values. Give the not null. That's all. All of clear, right? All of clear. Now for ID, for name, for both, I am giving the not null. Okay, not null. I'll take for example here location, guys. Location, which is also varchar of suppose some 10, like this. Okay, that's fine. But table name not null table, right? So description not null table, guys. Not null table. Not null table. Yes. Now all of you observe here for EID. Now no null values. Why? We specified for EID it will not allow null values. I specified here manually. I specified, guys. I specified. Okay. Next, for ename, right? For ename also, I specified not null. So no came here. See, for ename also specified not null, guys. Right? Not null, not null. Okay. For salary, I didn't apply any null. That's why yes came. In case of salary, I didn't talk about null or not null, guys. No, that's why default null is there. For location, also same thing. I didn't talk about null, not null. So by default, what is there? By default, null is there. By default, right? Null, guys. Null is there. So all of you guys are clear, right? Are you clear? So now while inserting data, insert into table name, suppose null, but not null, right? Not null table values of, I am giving null value for ID. I am giving null value for name. I am giving right some 10,000. I am giving null for the location also. It's saying that Column EAD cannot take null value. Column EAD cannot take null value. Cannot take a null value. All of them observe, right? It's saying that column EAD cannot be null value. Why? It's saying that EAD, it will not allow null values because specified EAD not null. You specified EAD not null. No, not possible, guys. Not possible. Okay, not possible. All of clear about not null. All of you, let me know. Are you clear, guys, about not null? All of you clear about not null? To specify the not null ones, it will not allow null values, guys. It won't allow null values. Okay, all of you reply. Yes. Sir, currently EAD has no null value. ENAME has no null value. Salary, yes, allows null value. Okay, location, yes, allows null values. Okay, so this is what we have taken while creating table, right? While creating table. Sir, after creating table, can I modify or not, sir? Now, for ename, I want to allow null values, sir. I want to make it yes, sir. I want to make it yes. I want to change it now. I want to modify, sir. I want to modify. I want to modify. Is it possible or not possible, sir? I hope guys it is possible. Let us try with alter. Alter table. What is table name? What is table name? Not null, right? Not null. Not null. Table. Table. We'll take the modify, guys. All of let me know. Do we have the modify or not? All of let me know. Do we have modify or not? Do we have modify or not? Modify ename varchar of I'm taking same size, same different size. I take the null, guys. I'm taking the null. I'm taking the null. All of right? All of you observe yes. So modify. What I'm saying here, ename, right? Ename column. Their actual size is how much, guys? Here, aircraft 10 only. Now I'm changing the size and also I'm changing the which one the null type also, guys, right? Now let us see description. Yes. Now ename allows null value, guys. Ename allows null value. In the previous case ename does not allow null value, but now I modified it, guys. I modified it. It allows null values. It allows null values. All of right. So this is the way to change null to not null, not null to null after giving table. After table defining, this is the way, guys. This is the way to change null to not null or not null to null. Now what happened here? I changed not null to null, guys. Right? I changed not null to null. That's what over. Now suppose, guys, location is the null, right? Location null, guys, by default. I want to take it now not null. Then again, guys, alter table name is not null table. Let not null table. Same modify. For location, I can take same size, a different size, guys. 10. I am taking now not null. I am taking now up to now it is a null, right, guys? Null. But I'm taking now not null, okay? Not null. You can see all of you. What is there? Not null is there. Right? So I hope guys are clear about null and not null, creating and modifying, right? Creating and modifying. Yes, it's about the null, not null. Next one now, we'll go with primary key, guys. Primary key. All of you. So we have seen just now about not null, right? Not null, guys. What does it do? Tell me now. Not null does not allow null values. Does not allow null values, guys. Not null, does not allow null values. Does not allow null values. Okay. So this is the way of creating table, guys. The way of creating table, right? Creating table. Okay. With not null, guys. Okay. With not null is the way of creating table. If you want alter, guys, if you want to modify, then you can see this is the not null to null conversion, guys, right? All of observe. This is the which one? Not null to null conversion. Right? Null conversion. Next one, null to not null, guys. Null to not null. Yes, this is the already location is the null. I'm taking to the not null, guys. I'm taking to the not null. So it's about not null, guys. Okay, not null. Now coming to the primary key, guys. Okay, primary key. Coming to the primary key. Sir, what is primary key, sir? The primary key will not allow. All observe now. The primary key itself has the two rules. One is it will not, guys. It will not allow. Okay, it will not allow duplicate values, and also it will not allow null values also. Null values also, guys, right? If I apply the primary key, what does it do? It won't allow duplicate values, and it won't allow null values also. It won't allow, right? Allow null values also, guys. It won't allow null values also. Means in the primary key internally, what is there, guys? Here not null also is there. Actually, this is the rule of which one, guys? This is the rule of which one? Rule of the not null, right? Rule of the not null, guys. Means in the primary key internally not null also working. Internally not null also working, guys. All of it clear, right? What is my point here? In the primary key, see, there's a question, guys. There is a question. What is the constraint available in the primary key constraint? What is the constraint? What is the constraint available in the primary key constraint? See, guys, when I was working on the database around 2015 or 16 at that time, guys, when I was working on the database, there are a lot of logical questions, guys. Okay, we ask very logical questions and very simple questions also. Sometimes very funny questions also, guys. So what the question is here? So we ask in the interview, what are the constraints? They say that some names, right? They say primary key. Okay, what is the meaning of primary key? They say that primary key will not have null values or no duplicates. Okay, in the primary key constraint, we have one more constraint already. The primary constraint has one more constraint internally. What is that one? All of tell me now. What is that one? What is that one? In the primary key, we have already which one? Not null, guys. Not null. Not null is there. Okay, right. Let us see, guys. Now let us see. Yes, I am going to the create a new table. A new table. Okay, new table, guys. New table for a primary key. Create a table. Create a table. I take the table name. Suppose primary key table, for example. Yes, okay. Then I'll take EID, which is integer type. It is there. I take the primary key, guys. I'm going to take as which one? I'm going to take as a primary key, guys, right? Primary key, guys. Yes. If you take as a primary key, or observe now, if you take as a primary key, two things, right? Next, name is there. So the name, can you take primary key or not, guys? Tell me now. In case of name, can you take the primary key or not for name also? For name also, can we take primary key or not, guys? Yes, not possible. Why not possible? There are two rules, guys. There are two things. One is only one primary key for one table, guys. In entire one table, we should use only one primary key. We should use only one primary key. That is the normal rule. And commonly, the name means we can have the n number of duplicate names, right? The name, I'll take the varchar. I'll take the varchar of 10. Can I apply not null, guys, here? Can I apply not null? Not null, all of you. Can I apply not null? All of you. Can I apply not null or not? I can apply. I take the one more. Salary is the integer type, guys. That's all. All of right, all of clear. That's enough. Now check the description. I'll take the primary key table, right, guys? Table, primary key table, primary key table. Yes. See, for integer, for EID, guys, for EID, I have taken only primary key, but it's showing which one? No, guys, no means no null values. And what is key applied here? What is key applied on this one? Primary. P means primary key applied, guys. Primary key is applied. Where? On the EID column. The EID column, okay? Right. Now, I'll try to give the data. Insert into primary key table, right? Then values of, I am giving 101. I am giving here. I am giving now Sai. I am giving here 10,000, guys. Okay, 10,000. That's fine. That's fine. Select a star from, okay, primary key table, guys. Primary key table. That's fine now. I want to give the one more record, guys. I'm taking again a same 101 only, and I'll change the name, guys. I'll change the name, for example. Change the name. Okay, change the name, and change the salary also, guys. And I'm taking the same number. Already 101 is there. 101 is there. I'm taking the same 101, guys. 101. Is it possible, guys? Is it possible? Is it possible? All of you. All of let me know. All of let me know. Is it possible? Is it possible? No, guys. Right? Not possible. Duplicate the entry 101 for key 1, guys. Means for key 1, we're getting the duplicate value. We're giving the duplicate value. That is the error. Not possible. Okay, that's fine. I am giving the null value, guys. I am giving null value. Now, is it possible, guys? Is it possible? I'm trying to give the null value, right? Null value. This time, even all of you, it's also not possible. See, right? So it won't allow duplicates, and also it won't allow null values. That is the rule of primary key, guys. That's the rule of primary key. Okay, primary key. That's fine now. Next one, what is there here? I said that only one primary key per one table. For example, guys, I'll take here multiple primary keys. Just observe, guys, now. Just I'm taking the new table, guys. I'm taking the new table. Suppose a table or a simple tab, guys. Primary key tab. Already one primary key is there, right? One primary key is there. Just imagine I'm taking here again primary key, guys. I'm going to take now primary key, right? Primary key, guys. So we have taken two primary keys in a single table. Primary key and the primary key. I click enter. It says that multiple primary key defined. Multiple primary key defined. What is the meaning, guys? In the table, we should not have multiple primary keys. That is the rule. That is the rule, guys. All of you clear, right? All of you clear? All of you, right? All of this one now. Okay, that's fine, guys. Now, suppose, sir, I have one table. Suppose this table is there. Which table? Primary key tab table is there. Okay. Yes. Sir, on this existing table, see the previous case, what happened while creating table, I give the primary key, guys. Now, second case is, and after table creating, how to apply the primary key. All right, two things are while creating table, how to apply primary key. After creating table, how to add primary key. All I got my point, right? While creating table or after creating table. While creating means while creating table only, I am giving the EAD integer primary key like this. Or suppose now table creating over, now table existed. On existing table, I want to apply primary key. I want to apply primary key, guys. Now the table is there. On this table for EAD, I want to give the primary key. Same, right? Alter table name is primary key tab. Then we'll take the modify EAD int, take the primary key. If I click enter, let us see whether it work or not. All of you observe. Yes. Now take the description, guys. We take the description. Primary key tab, right? Take description, guys. Description. See now. If I take the primary key, applying the not null also internally, guys, right? If I take the primary key, it's applying not null also. Applying for the not null also, guys. Because primary key means internally not null must be there. Not null must be there. So all of you are clear about working with the primary key, guys, right? Working with primary key, right? So this is the way how to apply an existing table, guys. This is the way how to apply an existing table. And here, while creating only, I'm applying, guys. While creating only, applying this one. Right? These are the two ways, guys. While creating table, applying the primary key. After creating table, an existing table, applying the primary key. Guys. Okay. So these are the not null and primary key, guys. Right? Primary key. So next, I will see about unique key, guys. Unique key that we see tomorrow, guys. Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss about unique key, foreign key, default key, check constant. This all we'll discuss tomorrow, guys. Okay, right. So all of you, these all videos, guys. These all videos